Good morning and good evening and welcome back to another video. Especially, welcome back to the final video of adventure. Freaking sweet. Oh! Today I am here in Barbacena, and I'm making the big journey, the last journey to Rio de Janeiro. We have about 4.5 hours left of driving the Estrada Real, and I'll be arriving today, this afternoon, in Rio, which was the end goal of this whole trip. From Medellin, Colombia, into Ecuador, then down the Coca River, from Coca down the Napo River to Iquitos, Peru, from there all the way across the Amazon to Belém, and now from Belém, the full northern coast of Brazil, the eastern coast, inland, Chapada Diamantina, Catimbão, Minas Gerais, Estrada Real. All of this has been done in this trip, and it all ends today as I will be arriving in Rio de Janeiro with my trusty, well, kind of trusty, AKT TT DS motorcycle that I bought, which feels like an eternity ago in Medellin, but in reality was only like 5 months. 5 months with this baby, and the journey ends today. But don't be mistaken, the videos won't end today, but the end goal is today, Rio de Janeiro. Alrighty guys, we're starting the final day officially. GPS says we got about 2 or 4.5 hours, which realistically will take me 5 hours. It's around 300-ish kilometers, maybe a little bit less, until we arrive in Rio de Janeiro. Big day for today. Not just because we're arriving to Rio, but like I said, this has been a long time coming for me. For you guys, it may not feel quite as long, but I've been living with this bike, on this bike, everywhere I go in South America with this bike. It's been my life for like the last 5 months. I live, breathe, sweat, motorcycle. Even shed blood on this motorcycle. And the final goal of this entire trip ends today. We'll be arriving in Rio. Pretty big day. Pretty big day indeed. It's not necessarily a big day on what I'm doing, where I'm driving, the route I'm taking. It's all highway. It'll be maybe not the most interesting ride, but for me, it's definitely going to be a more emotional one. You know, it's kind of funny because right before hopping on this bike, I had so many things that I wanted to say, but now that I'm starting the final day of the journey, I just don't even know what to say. Like, I feel like everything has been said, and at the same time, nothing has been said. Everything has been said through the numerous videos, adventures that I've been on with this bike. I mean, come on. We literally just 4 months ago, had this bike on small little wooden boats crossing the Amazon River with farmers, and now we're here in Brazil. I've done some of the craziest single track trails that I could even imagine is possible on a small displacement, cheap bike like this. And through the videos I've said so much that in some ways I feel like there's nothing more to say, but in other ways words could never describe the emotions that I feel hopping on this bike, the adventures that I've had with this bike here in South America. It's a tricky dilemma, but we're gonna push through today despite all the emotions, despite the distance. we're gonna arrive in Rio shortly. Oh man, let's get after it.
Viva a Cartola, viva a Candeia, viva a cuíca do mestre Marçal, viva a Portela, viva a Mangueira, viva o fundo do nosso quintal. Viva a Cartola, viva a Candeia, viva a cuíca.
Alrighty guys, I'm now nearly 100 kilometers into today, which means I'm like 150 kilometers outside of Rio. Just blasting through the day, not filming. There's really nothing to see. It's a foggy day. It's a little gloomy. Quite fitting to be the last day. But I'm not gonna forget to show you guys the map. So here we are. We have the map in front of us of the eastern side of Brazil. And today I get to do the most satisfying line of them all, because we drove, or are driving, from Barbacena all the way down into Rio de Janeiro. Right there. And that completes the map. That completes the map. No more. That's it. Man. It's like an accomplishment. It truly is an accomplishment. Something special. Look at this place. I love it. It's just straight up called American Pet.
Viva a cuíca do mestre Marçal, viva a Portela, viva a Mangueira, viva o fundo do nosso quintal. Viva a Cartola, viva a Candeia, viva a cuíca do mestre Marçal, viva a Portela, viva a Mangueira, viva o fundo do nosso quintal. Viva o samba de partido alto, de enredo, de roda, de choro e canção. Viva o batuque.
Alrighty guys, we are officially in Rio de Janeiro, or to say it in Portuguese, Rio de Janeiro. So it's getting real. As you can see, there's a ton of traffic. It's weird driving in this much traffic. I haven't done it in over a month, and like, I have to keep my head on a swivel. I'm always checking every mirror. Because also there's other motorcyclists, and they drive, you know, like crazy. Splitting lanes, the whole works. We are now 10 minutes away from the beach. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, right now we are finally actually pulling up to the beach. Sadly, it's a pretty terrible day for weather, but nonetheless, we are here. We're in Rio. We're on the beach, Copacabana area. Insane to think about that I finally made it, man. This is it. Oh my. Gonna go down here to the very end, and there I will find a place to, you know, chilly, park the bike, dismount, and film a little bit, because this is monumental. We're finally here. Look at this, guys. That is insane. Pretty cool. I can't even believe it. You can't see, but I'm smiling so big right now. Look at the bike is here next to the beach. It's funny, I was standing on this exact beach 2 years ago. Oh, I'm just filled with joy. Like, I didn't even think it was possible. I didn't know that. I've had so many problems with the bike. I didn't know if I was gonna make it, whatnot, but We made it. Finally. Alrighty guys. Now that we've seen the beach and we've made it, time to drive to the hotel. Get everything checked in, figured out, squared away. I took my pictures, saw what I needed to see. Now it's time to go check in and maybe rest up a bit because I'm admittedly gassed from traveling. Oh man, that's awesome. We made it to the hostel. The bike's here. I'm gonna park it there for a little bit. I'm gonna ask the hostel if I can. It looks like there's another bike, so hopefully I'll be able to put it there for the night. I'm back. I'm back to this final episode. Just ate me a pizza and got me a beer. Solid grub. It's a little reward after, you know, having the last day, finally making it here to Rio. But one thing I will say is, all this off-roading I did the last few days was ironically the toughest off-roading that I've probably done. And it's because, like, going into these last few days, I didn't have the skills to do these type of, you know, off-roading, getting after it, even some single track. Like, I didn't have the skills. But this was the first time that I've done something that tough, and my body is paying the consequences right now. My back is so ridiculously sore. I like almost can't move my back. I can't bend over to touch my toes. It hurts. And yeah, I'm not prepared physically for it. Like right now, I'm stretching out my foot. Oh my god, my calves. Like what the heck? My calves are just on fire. Like it is debilitating how bad, how excruciating this pain is that's in my legs and my rear delts. Oh my god, they're just fried. Which is funny because it's like, oh, you just motorcycling. But no, my whole body is like sore. And it's not just like it hurts, it's muscular soreness. Muscular soreness as well. Peep this though. This is the beer that I got. Broto. It's the German Pilsner house tap beer here at Broto Pizza.
No me llame más. Saco mi cadena.